If you are nosy, if you like looking into other people's finances, this video is for you because I am going to be exposing every single little thing I spent this month. So let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. This is going to be every single thing that I spend in a month, what I spent in the month of June 2023. I'm gonna be exposing every single little purchase, letting you guys know the totals by category, by cash, by credit, all of that. And I think it's gonna be really fun. If you do not know me yet, hello, my name is Zoe. I'm 26 and I live in Montreal. I love to talk about money and mental health and lifestyle and just like the intersection between all three of these things. In my videos, I'm always super honest and just real and like oversharing, blah, blah, blah. These little feet that you guys see are my dog Maggie. She's probably gonna like roam the couch throughout this video. And her and I both would love for you to subscribe and please give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it so far, if you enjoy it throughout, because it really, really supports my channel. So this video is a little bit more OG. We brought the egg sweater back. It's not super hot out today, so I could actually like handle wearing it. And yes, we're gonna be doing a what I spend in a month. I don't think I've done a dedicated what I spend in a month video probably since quarantine. I think I filmed one like what I spend in a month or what I spend in a week in lockdown. I haven't done one since. I used to include all of my spending in my monthly money series. So at the end of every month, or at the beginning of every month, I upload a video going through my budgeting and like how I budget, setting my budget, my cash envelopes and all of that. And throughout the years of doing that series, the videos have gotten longer and longer, which meant I had to cut some stuff out. And I used to go in and just read you guys a list of everything that I spent. And that is one of the things that got cut out. Recently, some people have been asking for it back. And I want to give a shout out to Stephanie, who was like, Zoe, please bring it back. And she's been asking for a couple of months. And her comment just triggered this idea in my head of like, what if I just did it in a separate video? What if we just sat down and did what I spend in a month? And so thanks to her and her comments, this video was born. If you guys like it, so please let me know in the comments if you like this video as a standalone video. I'll make it a monthly recurring thing. So let me know if you like it. While you're down there in the comments, you can let me know what was like the biggest thing you bought this month? What was your most expensive purchase? Or you can let me know maybe what your best or your favorite purchase was. I would love to hear from you and chat with you down there. And I guess that's enough. Let's get into it. So of course I have everything on my computer. I have divided all of my spending. I spent probably like, I don't know how long going through all of my receipts, going through my budget tracker, going through my credit card statements to make sure that I did not miss a single thing for you guys. Then I separated it all into categories and I made it so that I can easily talk about it and easily share this information with you guys. I thought it would be best to start with my fixed expenses. So I have three fixed expenses. First is my home rent and parking, which is $875. I split a 1-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend and then I pay for parking separately. So both of those together come to $875, and included in this rent are the internet, the hydro, the heating, everything like that. So I just pay one flat fee. I pay $700 to my boyfriend and I pay $175 to my parking landlord. The next thing is my office rent. So I am self-employed. I rent an office in like a kind of a co-working space, and every month the office plus the insurance on the office costs me $850. This also includes the heating, the cooling, the internet, all of that. So every month, this is what I pay. This is taken out by direct debit from my bank account. And lastly, we have my car payments. These are technically the repayment on my car loan. So every month I pay $210. It's automatically taken from my checking account, and this goes towards my car loan. We're gonna talk about my car later on, you guys, but I have a huge expense related to my car. We're gonna talk about it later, but it's annoying because I am getting so close to having my car paid off. I think I have around $1,500 left on my car, but I got a fat bill, so it's setting me back a little bit. to be discussed. So that's it for my fixed expenses. Now we're gonna get into the individual categories, and you guys, in typical YouTuber fashion, I had to save the best for last. So I tried to make them like get juicier and juicier as we go. Some of these are just practical, some of these are like fun, and we're gonna run through everything. Before we do, I really wanna thank Tru Earth, who are the sponsor of today's video. Let's get into that. I've been using and loving Tru Earth for so long now, well over a year. I talk to you guys about them all the time. Today, since we're talking about money, I wanted to talk to you about the various ways you can save money when it comes to your household chores with Tru Earth. So I've showed these products so many times on my channel. The first thing that I love about them is because of the strip nature of the product. So let me show you. These are the laundry strips. So this is one load of laundry. If you're gonna use the toilet cleaner or the multi-purpose cleaner, they all look very similar. They all come in strips like this. So with these strips, I only use the exact amount that I need. I find when I used to use those traditional products that were made with liquid, I would just use way too much, which would end up with wasting the product and then buying more frequently, which in the end costs you more money. So whether it's for the laundry, or you're using the toilet cleaner, you really only need one strip per use, and you just use exactly what you need. So I find that that in and of itself is gonna help you save money. But today I also wanna talk to you about two ways that Tru Earth is helping their customers save money. The first way is with their mix and match option. So this is where when you order 3 or more products from the website, you actually save 20%. So this is really good for new customers who've maybe never tried the products before. If you wanna try, all of the things that I talk about here, the laundry, the toilet, the multi-purpose cleaners, they are so good. And if you buy 3 or more, you will save 20% off. So this is a great way to like get familiar with Tru Earth and with their products. I've got them all here to show you guys. We have the fabric softener. These are laundry strips, the toilet bowl cleaner, and these are the multi-purpose strips. These you just rip up and throw them in a bottle, mix it with warm water, and you've got an amazing spray. I use this all over my house. We even use it to clean the floors. If you want to try them out, check out the mix and match option to save 20%. Now the next option is really great for when you know what you like, you can subscribe and save. So when you subscribe to Tru Earth, you get to choose the frequency, which is great because you're not going to end up with this excess buildup of cleaning products. You can choose from every 3 months, every 6 months, or annually. And when you subscribe, you will save 20% off plus get free shipping. So if you know what you like, you love the laundry strips and you love the multi-purpose cleaner, you can subscribe to those and save 20%. And the best part of when you subscribe is my personal discount code will also work, so you'll save even more money. With or without the savings, I love Tru Earth's products. There is a reason I have been using them and promoting them for so long, and that is because they work. They're a better plastic-free choice for the environment. They're a Canadian company, but let's go back to the first reason. They work. That is the most important thing when it comes to your household cleaning products, at least in my opinion. They've got to work, right? Otherwise, what's the point? So I love Tru Earth so much. Hopefully you guys will check out these various ways you can save on their products. Thank you so much to Tru Earth for partnering with me on this video. I'm so grateful for your continued support here on my channel. Happy cleaning, everyone. Let's get back into the video. Let's get back into it with the groceries category. This is like good and practical, right? So every month I set a budget of $400 for my groceries. I mostly spend on cash when it comes to my groceries, but let's see what we did. I bought yogurt for $10. That feels expensive. Groceries, I paid it credit, paid myself back with cash, $37.81. I went to the farmer's market, that was $36. More groceries that I spent on credit again for whatever reason. I think this month I was really bad about carrying my cash with me. For anyone who doesn't know me and my videos, I do the cash envelopes method for my day-to-day spending. How are you real? Hi. Okay, I leave you alone. I'm sorry. So groceries again for $38. Then I bought figs for $7.29. Groceries again for $82. Cereal. I woke up one morning craving cereal. So I went to the corner store and I bought cereal and milk for $12. Then what I did, if you guys watched my mid-money check-in, you would have seen this. I took $80 from my groceries envelope to kind of pay myself back because I knew I'd been spending a lot on credit, not necessarily in the groceries category, but just everywhere else, because at this point I had come back from vacation, which we're gonna talk about vacation spending at the end of the video, but I just did this to kind of give myself less spending money, if you will, so that I could save it and put it aside for my credit card bill, which I knew was gonna be big at the end of the month. Went back to the corner store, this was a different day, and bought eggs and milk for $10.50, more groceries for $19.20, and then groceries again for $47.22. So my total spending for groceries was $379. This includes the $80 that I took out, and I guess it's also important to consider that I was gone for a week. So if you take out the $80, my total grocery spending is $300, which is exactly on budget, because $400, so $100 a week is my regular grocery budget. So that's pretty cool. I'm like right on the money. We love that. Next category is coffee. Usually there's a little bit more action in this category, but apparently all I did was buy coffee and breakfast for myself for 20 bucks, and I paid cash. Next up is dining out. This is like a little bit ouch. I have to admit, I thought it was worse than it was. My cash envelope like declined really, really quickly. But I don't know, I definitely messed something up in my budgeting for dining out because I thought I had spent so much. Yes, this is a lot of money, but it's honestly not as much as I thought it was gonna be. So went out for drinks, and I think I grabbed a snack, and that cost $16.50, which is pretty good. I wish I could remember where this was. I went to McDonald's, $15. Then, just like in the groceries category, I took some cash away from myself to pay myself back for all of the spending that I had done on credit on vacation. We went to the Formula One Grand Prix, and I bought 2 hot dogs for $25. And I think I bought a Coke, like 2 hot dogs and a bottle of Coke, $25. Astronomical. Paid cash for it though. I went out for dinner with some of my friends from the spin studio. This was last night actually, and I wanted to just briefly talk about this. So the bill total was $64.53, which to me is a lot of money. We went to a restaurant in the old port of Montreal called Sabrosa. The food was really good, but honestly, it was really overpriced. Like I would not go back there. I always feel so lucky, and like it's so wonderful to be invited places and to hang out with friends, but it can always be tricky, especially when they're new friends, which in this case it was, when you are on a budget, when you know, I'm just someone, I don't love spending money on dining out. I would rather spend it like on clothes and stuff. That's just how I am. I'd rather spend it on like furniture or stuff for the home, like literally anything but eating out. And so I had a little bit of anxiety leading up to this dinner because I was like, I don't really like to drink. I don't love spending money on food. And you know, what if we, and then I was like, what if they want to split the bill evenly? What if like I feel pressure to drink? Like, you know, like what if I feel pressure to like order all this stuff? What if the restaurant's super expensive? Like that was my mind before going out, and they did not pressure me to drink. Like if they're good friends, they're not going to do that. I do feel like the pressure to spend is a little bit more awkward because when you are first meeting people and you're first, like you want to be friends with these people, you kind of want to like impress them. The first thing that comes out of your mouth, you don't want it to be like, I'm on a budget, guys. I'm not eating tonight, or I'm like, count me out. Like you don't want to be like that. And so it's something that I know I need to work on, of just, I think I used to be better at it, of just like kind of politely putting my foot down and being like, okay, like you guys all want to share, like I'm just gonna get something for myself. Or like I used to eat before going out to the restaurant. Like I used to have all these tricks, and I've just gotten kind of, I don't know, I haven't put them into practice as much as I should. So last night definitely was fun. I had a great time with those girls. It was really, really nice. Do I regret spending the money? No. Can I afford to do it every single week? Absolutely not. I think once in a while, it's so okay to go out, have a nice night with your friends or a date night, but I know it's not sustainable. And what I don't want for myself, and what I think is important for all of us who are on, you know, our budgeting journey to be aware of, is not getting caught up in a certain pattern. So just because you went out for dinner once and maybe you had like 3 cocktails and then you got home and you're like, why did I spend so much money on cocktails? You don't have to do it again the second time because you did it the first time. So you can kind of break those habits. My plan, I think, is next time that we go out for dinner, I'm gonna eat again before, and I'm just gonna get like a plate to myself. Unless I'm like really hungry and I'm really into it and I know I have the money for it, I'm not gonna participate in like the group sharing menu. And that's okay. You just have to be honest. And if they're good and true friends, they're gonna be like, yeah, cool, no problem. So anyway, that's my rant. No regrets, like I said, but I'm just gonna act a little bit different next time. And you can still be your fun self when you're on a budget, right? Side note, that is a video that I really wanna make, is like, did my budgeting journey make me boring? So let me know if that's something that would interest you, because I think that is such an interesting topic. Getting back into it, at the beginning of the month, we went to Tacos Victor. My boyfriend and I had dinner for $40 for 2 people. That's the kind of dinner out that I love. 40 bucks, so much food, delicious food at Tacos Victor. 40 bucks, pay cash, you're good. Got 2 bagels and some coffees for breakfast one morning, and that was $25, paid cash. And then I went out for brunch with my sister. This was $47. We went to Perkins in Ottawa, which is such a throwback. The food was meh, but you know, I'll do anything for my sister. And I took actually this money from my grocery envelope because I was running out in my dining out envelope. So my total dining out spending was $293, which is a lot of money. It's definitely a lot. And that doesn't even include what I spent on vacation. In the home category, I only spent on Spotify, and that's because I just didn't know where to put this Spotify. I didn't know how to categorize it. 15 bucks. Bought nothing else for the home, which is exactly on goal for me. Maggie, this one here. She went to the dog sitter once. It was just like a quick visit with the dog sitter, paid $20 cash, and then 2 instances of a longer stint at the dog sitter. This time I used Rover, so it was on credit. $50 and $42. Expensive. Ouch. It's ouch. Total spending on Maggie, $111. Personal care is actually one of my favorite categories because I love going to the pharmacy. I could spend all of my time and all of my money at the pharmacy. So I love having this cash to like kind of just reel in at my spending at the pharmacy. But deodorant, I bought Native deodorant for $24. So expensive, but it's just the best. I bought like a foot exfoliating brush, is that what you would call it, for $10. And then I ran out of money in this envelope. I think I only budgeted like $40, but there was some stuff I needed. I bought like floss, I bought myself a new hairbrush, I bought toilet paper, and I had to put it on credit. It was $31. So my total personal care spending was $65.69. In terms of therapy, healthcare, anything like that, there was nothing this month, so $0. Workouts was another category at $0. Gifts, this is a fun category. My sister graduated high school last week, which is insane. So my mom, my boyfriend, and I, we all went in together to get her a carry-on suitcase and some packing cubes because she is going on a Euro trip. I'm so excited for her. So the total for both of those things was $161, but then split 3 ways means that my portion of it was only $53.67, which is pretty good considering I had budgeted about $40 for gifts. I kind of forgot my sister was graduating, so I didn't encompass that in my gifts budget, but we're only slightly over budget, which is nice. Okay, we're getting a little bit more juicy now with the treat yourself category. This is always where people come for me and they're like, you shouldn't have bought this, you shouldn't have bought that. Guess what? I did. It's too late, and your comment won't change anything, and I'm probably gonna delete your comment. I bought myself a Coach bag for $137 from like the Coach outlet online. I'm obsessed with it. I've been carrying it pretty much every day since that was spent on credit. For some reason, there's like a dinner thing envelope in this category. I don't know where I went. I don't remember, but I spent $50 cash. I went thrifting with my brother and sister, and I spent $23.50. I got a really cute dress and a really cute top, which is amazing. And the last thing was I bought some shoes from Adidas. I put them on my PayPal balance because I had some money on my PayPal. In total, the shoes cost $186, which is so expensive for sneakers. And my PayPal balance only covered like part of it, so I still owed $40 on my credit card, but I think I'm gonna return those shoes because I don't know, $180 is a lot for sneakers. So my total treat yourself spending, not even including the other $140 with the sneakers, is $252. So yeah, I'm definitely returning those. Transportation, nice and easy. All I bought was my bike sharing pass for $23. Gas, oh my God, my least favorite category. I know we're supposed to be having an abundance mindset about like gas and like, I'm so abundant, I'm so lucky I have a car to fill with gas. But this month, I spent so much money on gas. My total gas spending was $215, which is twice as much as I normally like to spend on gas. It's kind of a long story, but basically I filled up my car with gas, not really thinking, because I filled my tank on my way to the garage where I was about to leave my car for a week. So filled up my car for kind of no reason. Then I picked up the loaner car, and what did I do? I filled it with gas. I filled it with gas. The loaner car literally costs 50% less in gas than my car. A full tank in my car was $115. An almost full tank in the loaner car was $50, and I was like, I need to switch to a Toyota Corolla because this is the good life. But then, you guys, the tank emptied out because I drove the loaner car to Ottawa. And without thinking, what did I do? I just filled the tank back to the top. I'm giving the loaner car back tomorrow, so I'm giving it back to them with a full tank. They gave it to me with an empty tank. They're getting it back with a full tank. Waste of money. I don't know what is my problem. I'm just hoping that it's like some good karma that I'm like sending out there to send it back full, and like, I don't know, hopefully I'm gonna have good car karma from now on. But yeah, spent a lot of money on gas. Parking, which is like when I'm out and about, it doesn't mean my home parking. I spent $5. Okay. You guys aren't ready for this one. This is ouch. So I mentioned I had to bring my car to the garage. Saving myself a long and embarrassing story time, my car was super scratched up. I nicknamed it the bumper car. I had scratches on the left side and the right side of my car. The scratches on the left side are because someone did a hit and run to me while I was parked on the side, like on the side of the road. Overnight, a big snow removal truck drove past my car, scratched the side of my car, messed up my mirror. Horrible. But you know what? I caught them. I caught those and they paid for the car repair. Perfect. But since that side of my car was getting repaired, I figured it was finally time to repair the right side of my car, which was entirely my fault. I have to pay, obviously, for the damage that I did, and that totals up to $1,500. So I have to figure out where I'm gonna take that money from. It's either that I take it from my emergency fund, my savings, or I take it from my line of credit and just try and pay it off really quick. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this definitely sets back my car repayment plans, because I was planning to like pay it off faster, but this sets me back. But either way, I've got that big fat bill to pay and it sucks, but I'm gonna have a shiny, beautiful new car. And that's what I mean about the car karma. Nobody better hit me while I'm parked on the street, and I better not run into any poles. It's been a long time since I ran into a pole, so I think we're good. The last category that we are going to get into is my vacation. So how much did I spend to go on vacation to Hawaii, to go to Maui? I'm gonna tell you. The three biggest expenses of this trip were the flights, the hotel, and the car rental. Of those three, the biggest expense was the hotel. So for 4 nights in a hotel, we stayed in the most like minimal hotel that pretty much we could find, $1,596 Canadian. That is so much money for 4 nights. Our flights were actually very reasonable when it comes to flying as far as Hawaii. For both flights round trip, we spent $1,100, which is like unheard of. Like, it's hard to even get a ticket anywhere for $1,000 for one ticket. So that we got 2 for this price was amazing. That's why we went for so short, because it just made sense with the ticket prices. I'm so grateful that we got that deal, because honestly, it was the most amazing trip. And then once we got there, we rented a car. The car rental was initially quite inexpensive, but when we got there, the guy asked us if we wanted to upgrade to a convertible, and we were like, yes. So we spent $100 extra, which is like 50% of the total cost of renting the car, upgrading to a convertible. But honestly, it was so worth it. So the total cost of the car was $286 for 4 days. So the 3 biggest expenses add up to $2,973.68. This, of course, is divided by 2 between my boyfriend and myself, so we each ended up spending $1,486. For everything else on our vacation, I paid for dinner for the 2 of us, he paid for dinner for the 2 of us. I paid for lunch for the 2 of us, he paid for lunch for the 2 of us. That's just how we work as a couple. That's how we like to do things. So let's run through it. My SkyTrain pass in Vancouver. So we had a really long layover in Vancouver. So we said, you know what, let's just go out to the city. Let's go downtown and have lunch. So that was $6 to get to downtown Vancouver, which is so cheap. And then $4 to get back to the airport. These are not in chronological order. On the last day in Maui, I spent $102 at the tourist store. I went crazy and bought so much stuff. Brunch for the 2 of us at Kihei Cafe was $73. We got smoothies from a food truck for $24. Breakfast again, $21 for the both of us. Something called Beach Street. I don't remember what this was, but it was $42.70. Dinner one night was $78.04. A mystery thing that I bought for $7 and coffee for 20 bucks. So the total spending, including everything, was $3,351, but my total of that was $1,865. So when you look at it that way, 4 amazing days, almost $2,000. For me, it was worth it. Green check mark, I'd do it again. It was worth it. So we've made it to the end. Now it's time to discuss the totals. I've broken them down in various ways because I think it's just interesting to look at things kind of through different lenses or filters, if you will. So you guys know I love to do the cash envelopes method. It's how I like to do my day-to-day spending. And I say that in every single video that I don't put everything on cash. When it's a big purchase like an airline ticket, I'm not gonna miss out on the points. I don't even have that much cash, I'm putting it on my credit card. But for most of my day-to-day spending, I try my very best to stick to the cash envelopes method. Every month I set a goal of about $1,000, which is my cash budget, and anything over the $1,000 will go on my credit card. So in June, my total cash spending was $734. This is obviously lower than my budgeted amount of $1,000, but we spent a lot on credit, so I'm gonna take that leftover cash and put it straight onto my credit card. My total spending on credit was $2,730. This is much higher than I like it to be, but of course it includes the hotel and the vacation spending. So it's normal that it was a little bit higher. There were areas in here that I can look back and reflect and think, okay, next month I'm maybe gonna try and cut out some of the dinners, or I'm gonna be more vigilant with my cash envelopes. I'm not going on vacation. So there are areas I know I can improve next month. And I think just looking at things that way, rather than being hard on yourself, oh, I spent so much money, what am I gonna do? Learn from your mistakes, even if you even wanna call them mistakes, and just constantly work on doing better the next month. So without including my fixed expenses that we talked about at the beginning of the video, and without including my car repair, my total spending for June 2023 was $3,464. What do I think of this number? Honestly, considering I went on vacation, I'm it's not so bad. It's really, I'm okay with it. Do I want it to be lower next month? Yes, but I'm comfortable with it. And honestly, it's taken me so long on my financial journey to get to a place where I can look at a higher number like this. And high is relative, right? To some people this is nothing, to some people this is so much, right? It's all relative, but it's taken me a long time to get to a place where I can just look at my spending and not feel so emotionally attached to it. And I'm very grateful for that. Now, let me tell you guys my grand total spending. So the 3,000 something that I just told you guys, plus my fixed expenses, plus that nasty car repair bill, my absolute total, every single dollar that I spent in the month of June is, drum roll, $6,899.84. So almost $7,000. When I see that number, I do have a little bit more of a reaction because I know that that is probably more than I've made this month. So that's a little bit ouch. That means that my vacation caused me to maybe go into a little bit of debt or having to dip into my savings. And of course, the expensive car bill, wasn't expecting that. I should have been, but I didn't really plan for it. So my total spending ends up being quite high when you factor those things in. Am I panicking? No, would me 1 year ago have been panicking? 100%. So I'm very grateful for the position that I'm in. I'm grateful for the strides I've taken with my mindset around money. That's that for what I spent in a month as a 26-year-old living in Montreal. Once again, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments because I want to know if I should make this a recurring series or not. And stay tuned for the monthly money video as well as my monthly reset. They will both be coming early July. So I will see you guys then. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye.